Look at me getting ready to get out of here. I just want to say what a crazy long day it's been for me. I did not go anywhere as I was emotionally drained. Yep, I was emotionally drained. I didn't want to process any other people's stuff. And I was tired of people putting their stuff on me. So I just didn't. I didn't want to snap at anybody at the store or pretend like it was their fault when I already know whose fault it was. So I didn't want to get to the store and forget that I was already having a bad day and take it out on anybody else by not controlling my actions and my behavior. So I chose to keep my rusty tail in La Casa, in my house. Yep. Try to make sure that I stayed to myself because sometimes you're just not in the mood. And you're like, you know what? They're really trying my Buddha right now. And I don't want to do that. The little love angel, the little mermaid, little child, little sheep, little goddess. She is about to lose all of her dignity if they don't stop messing with me. And so on days like that, then you just say, I need a timeout. The same as you would a child. Time out. During the day when you have to be around people, you use breathing techniques. And when you get home, you just take a time out if you don't have that option. I work from home. So that's kind of a benefit that I have. But yeah, as soon as you come in the house, you don't have to be on just because you have family and stuff. Please, no. You have a right to be human, and you can't be human every day. You know, you can't be human every day. You got to be human like a couple days with the, like, oh, I need a break for a minute. And people have to respect that. Sometimes they don't want to, but they have to. Oh, bad for the environment. I have a healthier option right here that is just my little musty pits. I'm gonna have to get that together, like seriously, because I do have a different option. But anyhow, I forgot what I was telling you. I am trying to get out of here and go listen to some music. I was having a long day. That's what I was telling you. Long day keeping to myself. And making sure that other people's issues did not become my issues. And I realized that that was starting to happen. And I was starting to take things personal when I shouldn't have. Right? Why am I taking it personal? Whatever in the hell they were talking about ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, I mean, it can have something to do with me, like, but their behavior, if it's annoying me, that means that their actions are annoying, in my opinion. So I chose to ignore the behavior and realize you don't have to engage in everything with everybody. You just don't. Let's see if this works. I need to get my stuff. Oh, that's not a good idea. We don't want that to happen again. Jeez, almost lit us on fire, guys. Let's go old school with this pencil and dig it out. Why, Terry? You have more right there. because you broke it and you don't want to accept that I broke. I just did. I was trying to refill it with something I think is in here, and it broke because I'm so cheap and I don't want to be replacing this Prime and Prep. Nothing against this company. I just don't want to be paying for that stuff all the time. So I like to keep my products and stuff simple. How long you gonna put that on, girl? I mean, geez, I got carried away with that from. But ain't nothing like getting it on there good. I mean, look at that. Okay, right. But anyhow, what happened? It was ticking me off. I'm just like, I don't have time for this foolishness. I don't. So I decided I don't have to respond. I don't have to respond to all that crap. Whatever that crap is in your life, you don't have to engage. Like at all. Even if it's your kids, your family, your friends, whoever. You can like just say no. We already went through this way before. We are not going through this again this way. And take a chill pill or don't. But I am. Because when things start getting however you don't like it, then you have the right to just say, I don't like it. And I don't want to deal with this drama. Okay? Now you don't say that. You just like, now I'm out. I don't really like to have discussions at this tempo or this let's start this up here real quick. Or this tone or this energy level or whatever it is that you talk in. Boop. Y'all, I gotta say boop when I put this on. Whatever it is you speak in, tempo, talk, sound, volume, you have a right to say at what tempo you want people to speak to you. And you can just say, I don't like that. And if they keep doing it, you just tell them, oh. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I was leaving. Yeah, that's what that means. You just walk off. They'll get the point. Or you can do it in a loving way if you really want to hear what they have to say. And you can say, oh, I don't really like being talked to at that tone. It makes me upset. It makes me feel disrespected. It makes me feel like you don't care for me. It makes me feel unloved. Now, if that's been said, you have the right to not speak to me that way or to continue. And then I'll just decide from there if I'll continue listening. And then that's up to you. If you sit and continue listening to that, that is your own decision. Your decision. Nobody is hurting you at that point. You are. Yes, their words are hurting, but you do have the right to say, shut your damn mouth before, oh no, you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say, okay, I'm done with this conversation. This is over. Or you just disengage. This is somebody that is combative and you don't want to have to go through all that. Then you just disengage. You just like, you know what? Ain't nobody got time for this. And you just think it and put it down. And then you realize they can't do anything to you. besides sit over there with an attitude. Kids be sitting in the car with an attitude. That's all they can do. Sitting there with an attitude. I don't care. Spouses, all they can do is have an attitude. Ex-spouses, family, friends, whoever. But like I said on the other video, you guys arguing with people is for the birds. It doesn't get anywhere. If the person doesn't share your opinion, they don't share your opinion. Once you state it and explain to them how you feel about it, you can move on. There may be a little bit of clarification needed, but once you realize that that person does not need clarification, it doesn't matter if this is a child or an adult. Move on. I think my video earlier was on on children, and making sure that we set those boundaries. You need to set them same boundaries with these adults. Yeah, I'm putting some extra on this. I just love it. Oh. I'll have to use some real pictures. But color is so much fun. Especially when you didn't do this as a kid and you don't really know what you're doing. It's even much more fun. You just toss this crap on here. Make up whatever colors you want to. And then go from there. My teeth. It's not gym brush, y'all. I have to actually do better than this with my real thing, but I was trying to get my protein and just decided to eat nuts to get my extra protein in here. So now I have a nut at the bottom of there. See that? It's kind of gross. No, it's not gross. It's just a salty nut. I'm pretending like it's a tequila. What is that, worm? I don't drink tequila. But if I did, I guess I'm drinking tea with an added almond. Any almond will do. Call it tea with a little protein. I'll be serving it sometime near you. Watch what happens. Ask me for it. I'll make it for you. I got you too. You want one? I told you I needed to get off that dang on phone. I spilled that inside my stuff talking to you. Anyway, back to people. Just be loving to yourself. And everything else will work out. Put boundaries in place. Make sure people respect them. How? You can't make anybody respect your boundaries. Nope. You can't. You can just respect them yourself by removing yourself. Yep. The parts you can't control, control it. Just that simple. The part you can control it. And then move on. Yep, move on. You don't need to be in those kind of situations if those people annoy you that much. You have to check yourself and say, do I enjoy this? Whether it's a phone conversation, whether it is on Facebook, ebook, or whether it is at work, in person, on the weekend, your best friend, your spouse, it does not matter. Do I enjoy this conversation? I realize that sometimes my conversations with some people will annoy me so much that it makes my food taste bad. Bad tasting food. Like, are you kidding? How do you make somebody's food taste bad with your mouth? Oh my goodness. People can literally make your food taste like garbage or you don't even want to eat. But people experience that. It's like the nerves in our stomach. They experience that in different ways. Some people get nervous and they start eating more. Some people get nervous and they don't eat at all. I guess I get nervous or anxious. And then I'm just like, oh, geez, maybe it's because I'm always savoring my food and trying to appreciate its flavor. So when doing that, I'm like holding on to every little part of it. And now I'm just messing around. Um, Holding on to every little part of it, trying to appreciate it for what it is. Yeah. Appreciate it for what it is. If it's greens, I just want to appreciate the farmer, his family, the water, his love, dedication, his energy, the sun, his time to learn to care for the soil. All of that goes into me eating. Yeah. So when I'm sitting there talking to someone who I'm not enjoying that conversation with, and that conversation's not serving me or my lifestyle, what I agree with, what I believe in. Not that all of our conversations need to be with people that share the same views as us, because that would keep us limited. What it does need to do is cause us to be aware of where we're spending our free time, because you're going to run into those other people all the time. That's something you can't control, and people are going to have different views than you. So when you are choosing your time and where you spend your time, why would you want to spend it with people that annoy you? That doesn't make any sense. And I don't care if that's your kids. I don't care if that's your kids. I don't care who it is. If they annoy you, you may want to start limiting the amount of time you spend with them, including the kids. Yep. Don't run off and leave your little children, everyone. That's not good. I was an orphan and that doesn't feel good. Orphan. People have a problem with me saying I was an orphan, but I don't think I know the definition. And yeah, I did know my mother. Yeah, and my father. My father actually would babysit us on occasion, while my grandma would be out of town on different conventions and whatnot. But my grandmother raised me with the help of my aunt, my uncle, my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, all of that part. So no, that's now called an orphan. So I'm just accepting my history and my story and moving on. It doesn't really determine who you are, but it helps to understand your issues in life, your issues that may present themselves to in your relationships, in your growth, in your personal development. That's growth. Yeah, already covered that, but I really want to talk about that, obviously. You gotta like know your history and accept it. Putting parts of your history behind and not dealing with them doesn't make them go away, that's for sure. Geesh, I'm sure you can ask some of my exes and current, well, I guess I don't have a current, but previous, when they would say, oh, she still ain't got over that. There's some things you just haven't gotten over yet. But they're still there. So owning your stuff will help you uh, in the future to not be the one getting on other folks' nerves and thinking your A is always in the right. Geesh. I'll just be wondering, do people ever ask themselves if they're in the wrong? Like, do you ever think that somebody else's way is probably one different than yours, and why is it different than yours? Who said that you were raised right and your way of learning this was even right? I just don't get it. Why do people think that the way their parents raised them was right? Then we got all these people running around here like, do it the way I said because I'm right and you're wrong. Because my parents raised me to believe that saying fart was a curse word. And then I got grown and realized it's a what now? A curse word. Don't nobody say that. Nobody says that's a curse word. So, again, my adults in here, and you guys are running around with these attitudes, acting like you always in the right. Don't like it, click the button. Just like that. Acting like you're always in the right. Have you ever thought that maybe your damn parents might have raised your ass wrong? Mm-hmm. And then you say, have you ever thought about the fact that your grandmother might have raised you wrong? Hell yes. Yes. Of course. That's why I made changes. So I'm still making changes because I question all of that. I think we all should. Stop just always being right. Always thinking that whatever the hell our opinion is the end all be all. The geez, what is wrong with people? I just don't get it. But I'm loving the way my hair is looking. Obviously, I done brushed and brushed, and I ain't got nothing to brush because you know I'm not gonna mess with my curls up there. So I'm just gonna keep that around the edges. Don't want to be brushing out my locks of beauty. I really want to return so much makeup that I didn't realize I even had around here. I think I should and just collect the money. You can't buy any new products just because you returned, or can you trade? That's up to you, right? I did not go my eyebrows. Oh, you know I only mess with them when I freshly get them done. I take care of them when I get them. It's so crazy. Anyhow, yeah, I just went on a little rant, but I meant it. I sure did. I think we should really check ourselves on always being right. Always having something to say, always have an opinion. I know because I've been there and did it for a long time, and you sound like a big stupid dummy, including me. You sound like a big dummy, and other people are sitting there looking at you like, so dumb, and you think you're right. Do you realize that your grandma didn't know? Or you must have missed that message if she did know. And now you're running around here like a grown up and like telling everybody and all that. No, you have to just like chill. Chill. Stop acting like a little teenager. Stop acting like a little teenager. And God, I can't even say that. It applies to so many people. They'll all send me messages. You talking about me? Don't send that message because I'm not in the mood. I'm just not. Nope. Anyway, you guys, I'm out of here. Love you guys. Take care of your stuff. Set your boundaries and make sure that people understand no, we won't be disrespected anymore. There's lines here and don't cross them. That's just how you do it. No. And remove yourself. Stop hanging out with people that upset you. Have some respect for and some love for yourself. Have some space for yourself. And be done with it. Be done with it. I don't care who it is. Get up, bounce. Like, respect your space and your time enough to say, this is not my kind of party. I don't care who invited me. Period. It is not my kind of party. I don't get down like this. This is not, I mean, when you start seeing people over in the corners talking and gossiping, and that if it's bothering you, go. If it's not, then enjoy yourself and have a great time. I always do. I have a great time because I can put me some earbuds in, as you guys know, and still flow with all the whatever going on right around me. It's called meditation. Just that simple. I'm like, oh, I feel something, but I'm used to it. I expect it, and I remove it. And I let people be in their own space in their journey, no matter if I like it, agree with it, or not. I allow them to be exactly where they are. And sometimes where they are and where you are don't line up. Doesn't even have to be a bad thing. You just have to respect yourself enough to say, this is a thing. And this thing makes me feel unloved. This thing makes me feel hurt. Every time I'm around this thing, I get this feeling, and I either want to be mean back, or I want to cry, or I am confused and I don't understand why they're being this way. If you're not in a place emotionally, or even choose to figure that out, don't. Sometimes it's not worth the stress. You only have so much time and energy in a day. This person you see occasionally, and you made a choice to come to this thing, you can leave and literally erase what would have been the future memory. You can erase what would have been the future memory by making a call to change it right then. You just like, I don't choose to have this arguing that's going to happen, or I don't choose to have the family drama that's about to happen. So I'm just going to say, I don't engage. Don't touch me, but I don't engage. And nobody should be touching you or in your face or anything. We're like grown. And some people get down like that, and they'll be doing all whatever they doing and all that stuff. And you just let them, and you accept that that's where they are still in their journey. And you respect that. You just don't entertain it. You don't entertain it, and you move on, either with them or without them, around them or not. But you have to make that call for yourself. So for my folks who have contacted me on that issue, I hope that addresses it for you. I hope that gets you through your next family event. That is my next event, and I gotta go. So until next time, you guys, keep it loving. That one was a little heavy for me, just because I already had a long day, so I probably should address this one a little bit light, on a lighter day. But that's the raw, real, and that's how it is. So, love you guys. Bye.